comes down to that mental with what's on the line for this team in PSG Tundra. And again, Solary kind of cruising, might be able to have a little better mentality coming in this one. We'll find out, though. Another best of 5 elimination on the line. Daz, Lemon, take it away.
Oh, this is going to be a good match. A lot on the line for PSG Tundra, but Solary trying to go back to that prime that we know them for. World Championship caliber players. Got the 1,000th game milestone for KDOP. Excited to see how this is going to break down.
Absolutely. It's going to be really big here for Tundra, especially how do they come out here in the opener? What is Solary going to show us here as well? You have to understand, again, Solary, not really too much pressure on their shoulders, but they still are playing really good Rocket League today. And if Tundra backs against the wall, season on the line, if there's any time you need to show up, it's right now. And sometimes they can let things slip. It'll be a true test of what they're worth, as we've already, for the opener, seen Solary start off with some good possession.
A good possession off the back wall. Just kind of drawing back, though, as the midfield being won by PSG Tundra. Now sending themselves up in the corner. Talks with the challenge. Bumping in front of the net. Ivan left and right. Not able to just break through. Again, good possession, as you pointed out, by Solary.
Yeah, good possession. There's Catalysm on the ball there. They're trying to get that dunk out. Ivan plays it off the corner. Talks a little far back. Plays that high. There's no follow-up. Fairy Peak is the last back because he's going to be able to get the 50. A little bit of patience here on the side of Tundra here in the opener. Infield pass comes through. KDOP's shot is going to be just off. A little bit of signs of threat. On the other end, there's Solary trying to push in. That's KDOP's second shot and Solary's second shot this game. Good redirect, though. Fairy Peak found the back of the net. The pressure pays off for Solary.
And just with that one defender, all Fairy Peak needed was a bit of height. And that's off the tip of the car. And we expected Solary just... the amount of pressure they've been putting on right out the gates. They only lost possession for like half a second. They're able to get that first one on the board. Remember, there's a lot more for PSG Tundra to worry about. Worlds and more. Double tap. And the cleanup by Tox. Beautiful.
On Tox's initial shot chance, he was a little far back. This time going all in. That's what you want to see out of Tox here if you're a PSG Tundra fan. That increased pressure, not being afraid to get in front of the defense. It's a good equalizing dunk.
The French versus the mostly German team, 2/3 of PSG Tundra. See how this goes. Defense from Solary. Being pushed a bit there. Catalysm in the box. Waiting for his moment to strike. Bumping in front of the net, though. Back wall well protected. Still looking for the clear, though. PSG Tundra won the lead with the demo in the box. Ivan will capitalize.
What happened to Chaussette here? Was on the back wall with 20 boosts. Didn't expect that one to roll up, and yep, instead he just tries to go up into the air, but with only 20 boosts, doesn't get that much height on it. Ball floats right over his head. It's another goal for Tundra, back to back here as they take control of the game.
2-1. PSG Tundra not even done yet, but with that kind of awkward fly by Catalysm to the back wall, they just give up possession. It's time for Solary to strike back, but needing to get on this ball. It's been good pinches now as Catalysm's back in the play. Running out of boost, meaning to give this ball up to Solary to the back wall. Tox. Good touch there. But Solary just getting real close. That's dangerous by Catalysm. 50 from Chaussette, just barely inching their way forward, as that's a good clear by PSG Tundra.
Catalysm does get that double. Let's see if he can put it on target, but I'm starting to enjoy what I'm seeing here out of Tundra. Definitely increasing that pace of play. And even though there have been some decent counterattacks on the side of Solary, they haven't been able to find success. KDOP tried to turn and put a shot on there, but that one was blocked away by Tox. Again, good job on managing the pressure, keeping the rotation safe. There have been a couple of laps of judgment here on the side of PSG Tundra, but nothing too dangerous. More pressure as Tox almost found the top left corner. Catalysm will crash the net, and Chaussette will have a free ball as he tries to get a flip reset over, blocked by Ivan.
Yeah, just tried to bulldoze his way through. Reset didn't work out, but you like the threat level, and that's threatening right in that box too, with 2 PSG Tundra members ready. Catalysm to the ceiling, to Tox, Chaussette in the net! And it pops up to the cross, but still a goal.
Love this pinch out, Catalysm, good speed, off the ceiling again, and Tox able to find the shot. Does shoot it into Chaussette, but Chaussette, again, it's a little bit slow in that reaction time. close is not good enough here. 2-goal lead for Tundra.
That's a comfortable lead, too. After kind of that initial peak from Solary. PSG Tundra, midfield, good demo from Showset. See if they can break back in. K-Dop and Fairy Peak need to work together, but in the air, PSG Tundra, just another B shot with so many defenders. Showset saves it at the line.
Yeah, you can just see that confidence coming out of PSG Tundra now. In the opening part of the game, they were a little kind of slow in the rotations. They're being careful. Now they realize, okay, we have everything. We're beating them to the ball. We're finding each other in transition, and we're putting on really good shots. And so far, that's been something that they've just continued to keep that in line. A minute remaining. It's up to Solary now to really force the issue. Another chance there. Catalysm, does he have it? He got it off the back wall to himself and then played it right into the defender.
And when PSG Tundra win these challenges in the midfield, it's easy to transition to that orange side. They play the walls carefully, and Solary just don't have those rotations ready. They're not ready on that back wall. And PSG Tundra, 4-1. It's really all she's going to be ready for game one. But Solary, they had that first goal, but then had the drop-off. Just not able to be as physical against PSG Tundra.
Yeah, physical. You talk about that. There's a demo on the play there as well. Ooh, Shawsett in a tough spot. It's a good save out. Fairy Peak will get the clearance downfield. We're seeing a lot more goal line saves on the side of Solary. Play it out here. Final minute. Tox looking for the read. And I think he has some help there on the play. That'll be a hat trick for Tox. His third goal. Yeah, PSG Tundra's 5th of the game. And, oh, man, K-Dop tried to get a save. Instead, solid redirect, though. I'll give him credit. It's a good shot.
PSG Tundra, again, are beating Solary in the midfield, beating them to the back wall. These offensive plays are being set up and executed almost every single time by PSG Tundra, who just needed a bit of that warm-up, that bounce back. Here's the bounce off of the wall, and just not something that Solary could capitalize on. But the last 10 seconds, they're going to let their foot off the gas pedal and think about game two.
At that point, you have to. It's about making the adjustments here. Speaking of adjustments, you have to give credit to PSG Tundra. Game one victory here. It's not just the fact that they took the first game, which they needed. You got to talk about momentum in a lower bracket run, but it's the way that they did it. First goal was scored on them. They saw again some counterattacks working really well for Solary, and that initial goal from Fairy Peak. They decided, okay, let's just try to increase the speed, increase the pace of play. It worked out really well for them. Obviously, you see it in the replay. That initial touch there for Fairy, but then again, Tox not being afraid to get into the air was, again, phenomenal game out of him. Of course, every goal from PSG Tundra assisted. They're finding each other in all these plays. Someone is getting involved in the front to open up some space. You love to see that.
And you can already see it in the shots, just who was dominating most of that space. When you have 10 shots to 5, you're doubling those opportunities. But when those opportunities do happen for Solary, I'm feeling like they can connect the way that Fairy Peak was playing that deep, almost ready for that pass. They can communicate, but they just need to not let these mistakes or just being down for the count really snowball in their heads like that. We go to game two, though, see if PSG Tundra can go all the way, because remember, a lot more on the line for them.
And jump. Okay, we got everybody into the lobby here now. Yes, like you said, game two on the screen. PSG Tundra in a position where 2 games away from keeping that run alive. They have to continue to push forward. The biggest question is going to be, will Solary make adjustments, especially in the midfield? That was where they were lacking the most. Getting beaten in midfield led up so many opportunities for PSG to really get in front of Solary in that offensive box. And once they had that control, I mean, the defense was not pretty. So cleaning things up on the defensive side, stopping the bleeding, and then, of course, controlling that midfield so they can set up offense. Maybe a chance here. Shawsett tried it. Ivan, though, great save out. And Tox, another touch to get the clear. Look how quick these counterattacks are coming out of PSG.
Oh, yeah. Solary really being tested at this moment. Already having that quick offense. Defense holding strong for PSG Tundra, but the rotations clean for Solary, and off the back wall, double commit, opens up the net. K-Dop still can't find the back of it. We're left with a 0-0 game with, feels like the pace of play increasing as tensions build. As Solary with firm control, Ivan with the 50, drops down to Catalysm, 2 in the net, Fairy Peak, initial challenge, show set recovery, trying to make that space. Tox and Ivan working together. And this is back and forth.
Yeah, you're starting to see some of the clears come out, but again, better midfield showing here in the opening minutes on the side of Solary. They haven't given up too much yet. They'll still though, here they go the pass, 1-2-1, Ivan with that pop-up. Just trying to see if he can catch somebody up, maybe get a play off the back wall. Solary, good job at denying.
It has been just denial after denial. Tox, PSG Tundra with an offense. They'll be missing Catalysm, so just have to buy some time. Tox also running out of boost means that PSG Tundra have to fall back for resources. Still going for demos, Joe, just to make sure that Solary can't do anything. Catalysm to the back wall. Tox with the shot, Ivan with the follow-up. All three involved and all three execute.
So much space given to Catalysm. Played it high, forced y'all set out. K-Dop had a ground pinch, but he was straight in front of Ivan, who shot it right at him. K-Dop's car couldn't even hit the ground. It was directly on the hood of Ivan, who again made things work there. K-Dop gonna try to see if he can grab one back with the double, but Ivan is there to stop him again.
What a pinch from Ivan, just getting there at the last second to deny that double tap. Here is that midfield though for PSG Tundra, just dropping this off. Coming right back though with Solary fighting in that corner. But up in the skies is PSG Tundra, is so quick to get this ball away. And with that demo, you have a 3-on-2 for PSG Tundra. They can move up in this real estate, but Solary find themselves with their backs against the wall. Dangerous challenge there. 51 by Solary to deny this. K-Dop to the cross, the upper 90. How does this defense keep doing that?
What the heck was that? Tox pinch off the bar. Said, no, you are not going any further till the ball gets cleared all the way downfield. And just like that, the offense has been very good out of Solary, but the defense has just been better on the side of PSG Tundra.
Yeah, the way that they have these miracle, like jaw-dropping pinch saves in the net. 3-on-2, finally some physicality out of Solary, but you know, you need the ball to score. So at least they'll try to rob Tox of that, but Tox and Ivan work so close together in the box. This crosses over. Tox wasn't ready in time, but 1-0 for PSG Tundra with less than 2 minutes left. It's an open net!
K-Dop, Shawset, both upfield. Here, you see it right here after the clear from Fairy. They're in the same spot. No one was expecting that shot from Catalysm to be on target. And boom, he just caught him out. They're so ready to get on offense, and you can probably see it from a little bit of frustration setting in. K-Dop has 5 shots this game. Fairy has 1. Shawset doesn't have any. He's at 74 points. And they've had good opportunities. Demo's out in front. That one was free for K-Dop, but he backflipped on the play. He couldn't put a shot on there. And the frustrations continue from Solary. They're down by 2, a minute 30 to go, and they just cannot get anything going offensively.
Ooh. At least able to deny that, though, from PSG Tundra. Yeah, with the few opportunities that Solary do have, you need to just have perfect execution to the back wall. Doesn't seem like PSG Tundra are approaching, not wanting to extend and really give Solary any gap to work with. K-Dop, but no one is in the box. No one's in the midfield to push up. Solary way too deep to play off of that beautiful setup. We're back to the orange end with not a lot of time for Solary, as PSG Tundra just got to sit back and hold on to the lead.
Shawset sitting on that wall. Again, looking for a way. If Fairy Peak was trying to grab a demo on the play, he's still in the play. Tries to get this out towards midfield. The Catalysm, again, another cutoff. These cuts have really been a problem for Solary to get involved with. It's just, again, PSG Tundra's great read of where the play is going to go, what Solary are going to do with the ball. They've been reacting very well, and it's been all them for the most part. 20 seconds remaining, and they show no signs of letting this go.
At least Solary can make it to that blue half. I think that was a difficulty of theirs in game 1, and now that they're there, it's figuring out these passes. Shows that beautiful bump in the net. 8 seconds left. Gotta hold on.
May have spoke too soon. This one, K-Dop Great pass to Ferry. Ferry with the pre-flip to get there in time. And Chaussette says, I'm going to take out Tox. We are getting one here in game 2. Can they get another? 8 seconds to go. This is a big kickoff.
Big kickoff. Catalysm versus Fairy Peak. Now into the blue end. This last play, dropping down to K-Dop. Popped up by Tox. It's going to follow along with it. Has plenty of boost to make the space. It's brought right back to the blue end. But PSG Tundra hold on and go to match point.
And you saw it there. Almost a chance. K-Dop with that last shot. Tried to play it a little high. So see if he could bring out the defense and set his team up for an open lane. Just couldn't do it. And now K-Dop is going to enter his 1,000th game in a tournament match point. There's also been other Rocket League going on in this round. We got to bring in Leaf. Leaf, what's going on?
Yeah, what do you want to know? I got the deets. I got them right here.
Is there any spice? We got some spice?
Yeah, not entirely. Well, taken potentially getting taken down by Monaco. Big for Monaco, of course, and Sup, because both those teams eliminated from Majors and Worlds with a loss there. So one of those teams will be disappointed. Match point for Monaco right now. Williams, Resolve, and Oxygen, I think maybe just finished an overtime. They were looking to try to set another record for the European season, so we did have that record set today. And then Hogan Mode, Fufax Stop, they're 1-1 right now in their game 3. And reminder that both those teams, that is Worlds and Major, gone with a loss.
Oh, it's getting spicy. Obviously, first things first. First of all, Lee, thank you for the update. As we get into game number 3, you have to say congratulations to K-Dop, win or lose, 1,000 games of Rocket League. Absolutely incredible. And again, to be able to do it, to be able to be in the game for this long, you have to, pay the respect there. That being said, let's see if he takes this game underway. Right now, PSG Tundra trying to close out the series. Solary trying to fight to keep their tournament and their season run alive.
Yeah, you got to go out with a bang. And maybe that'll be the luck that his team needs. As Solary already had to prep up a defense, not being drawn out too quickly from their end. They got to figure out, even though they were able to outshoot PSG Tundra in game 2, it's just the mechanics that faltered when the pressure built up to that moment. So Solary can't be playing scared. They've been stuck now in this orange half for a little while. Looks like they're going to keep being stuck.
Yeah, it's been really tough for them to be able to get out. Even looking at Tox, he's trying to see if he can make something happen there in front. And good touch there from Ivan to try to set things up. There's Chaussette sending it over to the side, and Catalysm getting that nice light touch. Still more control over PSG Tundra. Will they be able to find the back of the net? No! Blocked out by Fairy Peak. Tox to try to keep this in, looking for more. Can he get the read off the ceiling? Fairy Peak is there once again to push it down in midfield, but this is like a chokehold the way Tundra are controlling the space. Ivan got it! Low and slow is the play. The off-speed play works, and Tundra strike first.
And PSG Tundra are setting up camp. You got one going for demos, one going for bubs, 2 playing the front line. I mean, PSG Tundra are hammering this home. It's about time for the past 90 seconds that they've been here that they convert. As Solary can breathe a sigh of relief. You got the kickoff to reset that mentality. You got the ball, you win against one, but 2 other defenders standing in the net.
And look, right there, just right back in where they left off. Finally, though, K-Dop's going to be able to clear in some space. Going to be important for Solary to kind of break out of this chokehold, see if they can set something up and finally show some success. So many shots last game. I believe almost 10 on the side of Solary, but they couldn't find one goal. They need to find one now. The clock is ticking against them.
Yeah, Solary down for the count to Tox. Dangerous pass. Chaussette has had so much pressure to defend this and is able to put up a number of saves, but not the number of offenses that Solary needs to come back. And that's back wall unprotected in the box. Fairy Peak will just pop it up. Out of sight, out of mind. Ivan setting up for a shot. Another deny. How long can Solary really hold up for?
Fairy Peak flip reset. Does he have it? K-Dop got it! K-Dop strikes in his 1,000th game to tie this one up off the assist from Fairy Peak. Beautiful flip reset to give K-Dop some room.
Insane. We got a tie game. Solary able to claw back, at least with plenty of time to spare. PSG Tundra, though, have been the better team in this series. They can't be tripping up at the finish line. It's a 50 that stalls, and it's the right post that's found. Tox can't clean it up, and Solary can't even counterattack to kind of punish this overcommitment. As shot after shot, PSG Tundra finally convert.
They are not letting up, and they're not making it easy. Look at that. Tox was up so early. Great redirect. Able to recover. Put a shot on. Just had the defense in the palm of his hands. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. PSG Tundra back in front. They are trying to close this series out here.
It's only a small lead, but Solary have had their backs against the wall physically just this whole game. And now you're just leaving the ball to Tox and Ivan. Solary just can't be watching this develop where they're going to lose and going to the back wall. Solary are denied again. They'll fight through the corner. It's a chance for Shosette, who's just too slow to the pitch. And wow, what a shot from Tox.
I mean, look at the counterattack. Look how deadly it is. Popped up. I don't think anyone even knew Tox was on that back wall. Beautiful, great redirect. I may have over-exaggerated the bang. It wasn't that much speed to hit the ground. Whatever. He's there, he puts Tundra in front, and he really puts the pressure on Solary to perform. 1:36 now on the clock. They got to get something going now.
And the passes from Solary have been there. They're just denied because they come in so slow, and you need to slow down the play to just find that accuracy, those mechanics that we know Solary for, but just not able to. PSG Tundra just kind of dangling them too, able to use the back wall. Shot from the midfield. Tox with the demo, gives back control to PSG Tundra. Solary only have 60 seconds. They're getting close now to the blue half. They are threatening the net left and right. K-Dog slowing it down, but can't slam it home.
That clear going to kill so much time off the clock, and this is exactly where PSG Tundra wants to be. In control, ball on the orange half, and saying, Solary, you need to come to us. As Solary really had a good drive, but look, double commits galore. Catalysm still gonna get there first. The dagger in the game, 4-1, as PSG Tundra just out pressures Solary.
This defense too has so many daggers into it. Solary has just been bullied this entire game. The amount of saves that they have to put up, 7 of them, especially Shosette, who is usually reliable but can't be doing it all by himself. They're just passive. They're watching PSG Tundra do whatever they want with this ball. Fairy Peak finally there first. They got the clear, but an offense that just dwindles as Fairy Peak, very soft, gentle challenge just to get the ball away, but not really regain the possession for Solary.
Ooh, cleared outfield. That's going to get sent away. Doesn't matter at this point. Wait, I might have spoke too soon. K-Dop's going to get one with 7 seconds left. They're going to need a miracle here off the kickoff, but Shosette with the assist. K-Dop to the top right corner. He's going to give them maybe some room to work with.
Oh, 7 seconds. It's all down to this. PSG Tundra.
K-Dop flick.
Needing this. Oh, a flick of fire. 3 seconds away. This is possible. I did not think so, but it is.
That's insane. They sent 2 on the kickoff, killed the ball. K-Dop with the initial flick over. Even though it didn't go in, it left the defense in a tough spot. And follow up from Shosette. Really big kickoff now. They need this to work out in their favor. Everyone goes up forward. Balls. No, it's going to hit the ground. And Tundra will close out the series in a sweep as they keep their major world hopes alive.
And it was dominance in game 1 with that 5-1, needing Solary to just become more and more aggressive in the game 2, which they were able to go to the blue end. Generating a threatening offense was now the next goal on their list. And Solary did just that in game 3. Just it took till the second half until they produced that kind of offense capability. Whilst PSG Tundra didn't really have to change anything. They were just a better team this series.
Yeah, they were. They had everything going for them. Of course, Solary was already eliminated from Major and Worlds contentions going into this event. That being said, though, still one of those things where we got to, again, watch K-Dop play in his 1000th game of Rocket League. Things you'd love to see there. But PSG Tundra They got Moist next. They're looking good so far. They kind of elevated going into this matchup. It'll be really